Hello, it's Barbara. No, listen. Look, I've only got a minute. Shut up, damn you. Look, one of the officers here has got a copy of the contract and is using it for blackmail against me. Her name is Joan Ferguson, and she lives at 27 Station Street, Auburn, right? Well, just do something. She's on duty until 10:30. Thank you, sir. Just an inquiry about visiting hours.
You heard the concert's to go ahead?
Well, no one said it was going to be off.
What are you going to do about it?
Oh, fair go. Haven't I done enough with today's effort?
No, don't take the blame for every little mishap, Gaffney. You're not the only idiot in this zoo.
Look, I helped set it up.
You didn't do enough. The concert hasn't been affected.
Look, I've done my bit. You can get someone else to stuff it up.
Oh, no. You don't walk out on me. Well, not on two good legs, anyway.
Look, you're just one person. I've got all the other women and the other screws to deal with, as well as all the male prisoners. If I bugger up their pet project, there won't be nowhere safe for me to run to.
How safe do you think you are in here? When I'm working nights? When I can get another woman to do me a favour? Don't kid yourself, Gaffney. There isn't anything I couldn't do to you.
You're not too popular with the other screws, but...
You think they'd help you? Steve Faulkner tried to get me and he's gone. Who do you think will put their head in a noose for your hide?
Well, what do you want me to do?
As long as it works, I don't care.
But I can't think of nothing.
You used to be on the stage. A stripper, I believe.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Hey, hello. I'm home. Hey, boy, where are you? Come on, fella. Hello? Right, Fields, get to your cell.
What?
You heard me. Move.
Yes, but I've got to finish this.
I just gave you an order. Now, you obey or you're on a charge. Come on, I said move.
But you're not telling me what this is all about.
Just shut up and move.
I've got a right to know why I'm being treated like this.
You've got a right to nothing.
Now what?
I'm going to search your cell.
For God's sake, what are you looking for? There's nothing here.
Legal document. Your precious legal document.
How, you've got a copy? What do you want the original for?
That's my business. Now, just give it to me.
You must be joking. Do you think I'd just hand it over? You want it, you find it.
Perhaps you're carrying it on you.
I'm not.
Oh, Fields, I have a reason to believe that you're hiding something illegal. And that gives me the right to carry out a body search. You, Fields. I'm in no mood to muck about.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on here?
Fields has stolen some files from reception. Clean this mess up, Fields.
Miss Ferguson? What's this about stolen files?
I had information to that effect. It obviously wasn't correct.
Joan, who told you that Fields took those files from reception?
Does it matter?
Yes, I think it does.
Why? Because it offends you to see a prisoner treated with proper discipline?
It's easy to go too far with discipline.
Oh, you think I overdid it?
Well, you certainly didn't act with your usual restraint.
I take it you're going to report me then?
No, of course not.
Why not? If you think I acted improperly, it's your duty to do so.
I didn't say that.
Look, my house was broken into yesterday. A few bits and pieces were stolen to make it look good, but it wasn't your common burglar.
How do you know?
Some of my personal papers are missing. They're of no possible value to anyone else.
Is that what the police think?
Oh, I didn't report it. What's the point? It's 100 robberies a day. They're not liable to get my stuff back. Besides, no one can bring my dog back.
Your dog?
Yeah. He was poisoned by the look of it.
I'm sorry.
I'd had him since he was a pup. So you see, whoever it was out to get at me. Someone who knew that I'd be at work and someone who hated me enough to try and hurt me.
Have you any ideas?
Oh, there's a lot of people fit into that category. You, for example.
Me?
Well, look at it this way. You turn up out of the blue and have a quick look around my house. Even come to the prison to check whether I'm working. You dislike the way I go too far with discipline. And Steve Faulkner's little plot fails. Of course I knew about that. It was so damned obvious.
I am not in the habit of breaking into people's houses, yours or anybody else's.
Right. Then I'll cross you off my list of suspects.
I came to your house to see if we could establish a friendly, working relationship. I was obviously wrong.
I'd say so. Gaffney, get down from there!
No, don't leave me alone. They can head her off. Well on the double!
Gaffney, stop! Just stop! Warning you, Gaffney! Stop or we'll shoot!
No use, girlie. Give it up before you get yourself hurt.
Now, no one double-crosses me and gets away with it. So in future, you keep your mouth shut and do what I tell you, and I'll forget what I owe you. But you step out of line, and I'll give you a reward you'll never forget. Understand? I want to talk to you.
I'm going for a walk.
I'm still waiting for that information on my file, Fields. Now, you've had long enough in the governor's office to get it.
Look, Miss Ferguson, now that you haven't got my contract anymore, there's no point in me sticking my neck out for you. We've got nothing to trade.
You don't think so? I've still got a little bag of tricks I haven't even opened yet. Now, the wrong word in the right ear could set the women against you. Or I could have your sentence doubled. I can make your life very miserable without even laying a finger on you.
Yes, well, that knife cuts both ways. I've got my own little bag of tricks.
What's that?
Night shift again. Audrey and I together. I don't think anyone suspected.
You bitch! You broke into my house and killed my dog.
Oh, why, Miss Ferguson? I've been here all the time.
Now, I want those diaries.
Don't worry, they're in a safe place. For now.
She asked me to check on a job she'd applied for, so I phoned this morning. Unfortunately, they turned her down flat.
Was any reason given? Apparently someone from here took it upon themselves to give out information about Smith's record. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Well, yes, I do. But I only quoted the written report.
Nothing else?
Of course not.
No personal opinions.
I understood that was against regulations.
Yes, it is. But in future I would appreciate prisoner references being left to me, especially with someone like Smith. I have known her a little longer than you.
Yes, Governor, I do understand that, but you had gone home, and that's why I only quoted the written report. Now, I believe it's our job to protect the women, and I didn't want Mr. Muldoon to get the wrong impression.
Take these with me one day.
Don't put that away. I need the keys to the library.
Would you check the kitchen is ready for lunch, Miss Ferguson?
Well, I can't do that, Mrs. Powell. I've got to organise the cleaning.
You can do that later. Kitchen, please.
Yes, of course. I'll see to it right away. Fields, did you give Mrs. Powell those stock sheets?
Yes, Miss Ferguson. She's just taken them to the governor's office.
Good. All right, now come over here, will you? Now, just one more time, Fields. The diaries. Where are they?
I've no intention of telling you that, and you know it.
Warning you, Fields, you're running out of time.
Yes, thank God. 2 weeks and I'll be out of this place. I'll tell you what I'll do. If you're very good, I'll give them to you when I leave. If not, I'll give them to the women.
Miss Ferguson, I want you to search this area, please. Some papers are missing from Mrs. Davidson's files.
Missing? You mean stolen? Well, how could that happen?
I'm not sure. Thought perhaps Fields might be able to help. Well,
How could I help?
I've just spoken to Mrs. Davidson. She said you were working in her office this morning. No, I don't think I need to. Yes, can I help you?
You've done something, haven't you?
Told you were running out of time.
Right, Miss Ferguson, would you deal with this, please, to see Paddy Lawson? Let's go and look in your cell.
Right, now if you'll just sign here, I'll have someone take you out to the garden and I'll bring Lawson to you.
Can't help wondering how she is, though.
Well, well. What's this? Smith's Coffee Club.
Yeah, that's right. We'd ask you to have a cup, but we know you're busy.
Oh, never mind. It's the thought that counts. Oh, but Smith, I'm surprised at you. I really am. You know you're not allowed coffee in the cells.
Oh, of course we are. It's a privilege.
Oh, no, Lawson. It is not. In fact, there's a definite rule that states no beverages in the cell.
Oh, fair enough, but it's a rule that's never enforced. Why the hell do you think Mrs. Davidson lets us have electric jugs?
I've no idea, really. I must ask her in the morning. But in the meantime, just to play it safe, I think we'd better get rid of it, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't want to get ourselves into trouble, would we?
Now, there was something else. Something about Lawson. Wonder what it was. Ah, never mind. It'll come to me during the night. Good night, ladies.
Stinking bitch.
Worked it out yet, Fields?
No, you tell me. Why shouldn't I tell the world about those diaries after what you did today?
You can't use them, Fields. They're useless to you. Produce them now and you'll stay in here for a very long time.
All right, but at least you won't get them. And when I get out...
You get out. You think about it, Fields. You lost remission today and I wasn't even trying. I could go on like that forever. Think about it. just remembered what I wanted to see you about, Lawson. Funny how things come to you in the middle of the night, isn't it?
Yeah, stomach aches, nightmares, and you.
Get back to sleep, Smith.
What do you want?
The note that was passed to you today, where is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't, Lawson, I'm not in the mood.
Haven't got it. I read it and threw it away.
Get it.
No, babe, don't touch her. It's just what she wants.
I just want the note, Lawson, that's all. Now face the wall.
There's no need for a body search, Ferguson.
We'll see.
Tell her where it is, love. Don't let her touch you. It's not worth it.
It's hidden in the pillowcase.
Face the wall.
You're sick, Ferguson. You don't give a damn about that note. She's told you where it is. Ferguson!
No, I don't. It doesn't matter.
Here.
Lawson, you could have saved us all that trouble. You're on a trafficking charge. Pity. Because you've got guts. More than I can say about your spineless friend here.
Oh, no, Ferguson. I'm going to get you. One way or another, I'll get you. And when I get out of here, you had better be looking over your shoulder. Because I'm coming after you.
Only 3. I'm surprised. Oh, that's better. Now, do we say anything or just get down to it? Ladies, speak up. I can guess who you are. Smith, Gaffney, Lawson, Fields.
Get up, you bitch! Get up!
Keep your distance or I'll break her neck.
For God's sake, leave it. We can't risk that. Shut up.
Right, now, in case you lot have any other fancy ideas, just remember that your little friend will be dead before you lay a finger on me. Now, you must think you're so smart to set this up. Now, just stay right where you are, and that goes for you too. Because killing you means nothing to me. In fact, one less of you bastards would suit me fine. Right, now you. Here, unlock the gate. Come on, or I start pulling. Right? Open the gate and your little friend lives. Right? Fields, where's Smith?
I don't know.
Answer me, where the hell is Smith?
I don't know, Miss Ferguson, honestly. Perhaps she's at breakfast. I was just going myself.
Well, go! Stupid bitch!
Have you just activated the alarm?
I certainly did.
What's happened?
I was attacked on the staircase.
Oh, who was it?
They, 5 of them, masked.
Well, do you have any idea who
Well, I
they were?
can't be sure, but it certainly had the look of Smith's doing. Latham and
Listen,
Gaffney
that
were there too, I
corridor's pretty
swear.
bad. You should have it seen to.
I'll take all the slithering and mob to put me in the infirmary.
Well, come on, let's not stand here. Let's find them.
Hey, Paddy! Listen, we cannot have these pajama parties any longer. Slipping in at all hours of the morning is making the neighbours complain.
Your attention now. A
short time ago, Officer Ferguson was attacked by a group of prisoners. Masked prisoners. Now, I don't think it's stretching the imagination to believe that those responsible are here in this room. And I want them to step forward immediately. I think it's only fair to warn you that we have a pretty good idea of who the offenders are.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if all leads find their way to your door, Smith.
Miss Ferguson, I think you should have that bruising looked at. I'll cope here.
Drug addict, your daughter, wasn't she? How did she make the money for her daily fix, Smith? Did she sell pencils on the street corner? Or did she sell herself?
You filthy bitch! You filthy, stinking, sadistic bitch. My daughter was a terrified child when she died. A child of 16. And I am not going to stand here and listen to you degrade her memory.
Get out, Lawson!
No.
You get out or else.
No. No, I'm not leaving you here with B.
Now, you listen to me, you little piece of trash. I can get enough on you to keep you in here forever. Now, you move out or I'll drop the bucket on you.
You don't be what?
Oh, it's too late for that now, Lawson. The fact that Smith intended to strike an officer is enough to bring a charge. And also the fact that I have another staff witness.
Get yourself dressed properly, Smith. You'll see the governor later. Miss Ferguson, a word with you.
Well, that should put paid to Smith's parole.
No, it won't. Because no one will hear about it.
What? You can't be serious. You saw her attempt to strike me.
Strike you? If you're thinking of writing a report on this incident, I think you'd better know. I didn't hear nor witness anything. Hope I make myself clear.
What are you up to, Trap?
Oh, I'm not having a very good morning, Miss Ferguson. First I was running late, now somebody's knocked into me.
Well, you're having a better morning than Birdsworth. At least you're still here.
Oh, poor old Lizzie. Oh, what did you mean by that?
Well, let's just say that where Birdsworth's been called to, she won't be enjoying the mornings. Not like you, anyway.
Called to? Called to? Oh, but that
Never
means
mind
that...
what it means, Trap. Move along.
But what about...
Move it, Trap.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Hey, look at that. She's got 2 soaps in there. Can I have one? I'll go on.
Ferguson reckons Lizzie's dead. When? Reckon it happened in the night.
Jesus.
She didn't want to say it either. She clammed up when I started asking her questions.
No wonder when she's responsible.
Wish I'd never thought of going over that bloody wall now.
Well, it's not your fault. You didn't push her off the ladder.
No, leave that to the bloody screws.
Well, one screw.
A murdering bitch.
Trouble is we can't do nothing about it.
Well, yes, we can. We can give Lizzie a bloody good send-off.
Oh, yeah? How?
I don't know yet, but I reckon breakfast would be the best time, when we're all together.
I'd like a word with you before you go.
Of course.
Did you start the rumour about Lizzie Birdsworth being dead?
Beg your pardon?
Trap said you told her Lizzie was dead.
Oh, Trap's got a brain the size of a retarded sparrow. Don't tell me you believe what she comes up with.
What did you say to her?
When?
This morning.
Oh, well, I saw her on her way to the showers.
What did you say?
Well, Trap was whinging about how tough things are in here. I just told her she was a lot better off than Birdsworth.
What on earth made you drag Lizzie's name into it?
Look, I don't know what you're getting at, but it was perfectly valid within the context of the conversation. Trap has put her own stupid construction onto it.
Well, Smith was also told that Lizzie was dead. Someone slipped her a note.
It's got nothing to do with me. Nor is this Trap nonsense. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Well, that's the same story Mouse told.
Close enough. And as usual, Joan picked exactly the right person.
I'll bet she dropped that note in on B too.
And won't we be able to prove it?
G'day, Jeannie. Hi. Can I have a little cuddle?
What are you doing with that baby, Latham?
They're all right.
I'll tell you what's all right. You, take that baby and go.
We're only showing it to them. It hasn't got anything catching.
You heard what I said, Stanton.
And what if I don't? What are you going to do? Get out the black glove?
Shut your mouth, Stanton. You're on a report.
Just what do you think you are? Some kind of school bully?
It's enough, Jeannie.
It's all right, Mrs. Morris. I can handle this.
Come on, just move off. Go on.
I don't appreciate your interference. She's still on a report.
It's all right, Joan. I can make out a report too.
Thought you'd be gone by now. Parole board knocked you back, did they? What a shame. Just when you had your heart set on getting out, too. But it's hardly surprising, is it? A double murderess. Couldn't let violent people like you roam the streets. Your type never learn, do you? The only way to treat people like you is to step on them all the time. Got nothing to say, Smith? That's unusual for you. I ought to book you for dumb insolence right now. But there's no hurry, is there? Got at least another 6 months yet.
It's Mrs. Morris from the Wentworth Detention Centre. I'm phoning about Mrs. Birdsworth. Right, thank you. Mrs. Elizabeth Birdsworth. Oh, that's good. Right. Thank you very much.
How is she?
Much better. Medication's taking effect at last. Doctors don't think she'll be in for much longer.
She'll soon be back in here causing us trouble again.
Should have known you wouldn't be asking out of personal interest.
Of course not. Well, should I? She's not a personal friend of mine. The longer she and her lot are out of action, the easier it is for all of us.
I don't know why you don't go and get a job on a sheep station. You'd be just as happy herding animals.
That's what I'm doing now.
Believe it or not, those women are human beings with a lot more human feeling than you'll ever have.
Oh, come off it. Take off your rose-coloured glasses. How long have you been in this job? God, you know, you can't treat whores and thieves and murderers like a bunch of girls that are finishing school.
Sometimes the only difference between an officer and a prisoner is a conviction. I think you're on the wrong side of the bars, Joan.
Maybe. But you'll have your nervous breakdown long before I have mine. Keep that up and even I might put in a good word for your parole. That is, if you can keep it up.
Oh, it'll be a lot easier when you're drummed out of the service, Miss Ferguson.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Smith, but there's no chance of that.
Really? It's not what Barbara Field says.
What are you talking about?
She reckons she got something pretty hot on you. She's going to give it to me when she gets out of isolation.
You believe anything. Why doesn't she use it herself if it exists?
Now, come on. You know the answer to that. But when she gets out of here in a couple of weeks, you won't be able to touch her. And she's going to give it to us as a sort of going away present.
Fields! Fields, get out here! Fields!
What are you doing here, Miss Ferguson?
Just checking on Fields, Mrs. Powell.
She's not here. She's in the governor's office at the moment.
Oh, I didn't know.
And I didn't know you'd been rusted on this floor.
I must have read it wrong. Smith told me that you promised her the diaries.
Well, I had to tell them something to get them off my back. Look, you've got to help me. I can't keep stalling them forever.
I can't help you. The other officers already think there's something going on. Now, if you want the women to lay off, you give me the diaries and they'll have no reason.
For a price?
What?
You've got to give me a good report at the next classification meeting. I've got to get maximum remissions.
Right. Now, where are they?
How do I know that I can trust you?
You can trust me with one thing. I'll make your life hell if you don't give them to me. Now, where are they?
They're underneath the locker in the isolation cell. Why don't you take a look if you don't believe me?
They'd better be there, or I'll be back.
It's on, Bea. She's on her way.
Right, let's do it. Patty, you know what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Chrissy, got your matches?
Bitch!
It's a private party, or can anyone join in?
Congratulations. You really fooled me this time, Smith. How did you get Fields to set me up?
Shouldn't take much persuading. She's no friend of yours, Ferguson. Then no one is. Now, are you going to turn around and face me, or haven't you got the guts?
Oh, I thought I'd let you hit me from behind. It's more your style, isn't it?
Your bloody kid's weak, Boo. As soon as she comes back, you're as good as dead. You're as good as dead.
Don't be a fool. There's a fire. Spread. Give me the keys and we can both get out. Get out. I'm going to get out for. Throw the keys over here.
No family and no future.
Come on. Smith, there isn't time.
Sorry, Joan. There's no way you'd help me get out of here. Done a real good job this time. I'm gonna die right here. You're gonna burn with me.
Smith, listen to me. There is a way out. Open the gate and I'll show you. We can get up on the roof. Oh, yeah. And what happens then? Another 10 years in here with you, riding on my back every day. That way, Ferguson. You're gonna die. There won't be any charges, I swear to it. You'll have no more trouble from me. You'll get your parole. I'll see to it. Smith! The keys! Get the keys!
Get up!
What the hell are you doing? Listen, you think you're gonna get out through there? You're both as good as dead. There's a ladder. It's in here. Get the keys to the roof, and I gotta have the keys. For God's sake, woman, don't be a fool. We gotta get to that ladder.
Oh, how do I know you're telling the truth?
Telling the truth, you stupid bitch. You're just gonna sit there and wait for us all to die.
If there's a way in from the roof, they'll find us.
The trapdoor's locked from the inside. How long do you think it's gonna take them to break in and find us? Watson, open this gate.
All right, stand back. Open up. Against the wall. Now, pick up B. We're not going without her.
She'll only hold us back.
You pick her up or none of us goes anywhere.
Right. Get you out of this. You're going to wish I hadn't for the rest of your life. Get up, Smith. Get up. I wouldn't hold you all this way. Don't you die on me, you bastard. Climb. Miserable. House, what the hell are you doing up there?
I can't find it. I can't find the key. Oh, we're in here. We're in here. Open up.
No, but your hands, you bloody idiot. The small key. Use the small key.
B! Come on, you can make it, B! B, hold on!
Get a stretcher!
She's trying to tell us something.
Joan, can you talk?
Fields.
She's dead. They found her body in my office. Have you any idea why she was there?
No.